This video is for parents and students to know how to join a Teams meeting that the teacher has scheduled. So you'll notice on the fourth row down is my Teams app. So I'm going to tap on my Teams app, and then I have it on Teams at the bottom. So at the very bottom across the screen is Activity and then Teams. Okay, so I'm going to go all the way across. There's Chat, Assignments, and the three little dots that says More underneath it. So I'm going to tap on those three dots on the More, and I have some options there of things that I have access to in my team. The first one is the calendar. So I'm going to tap on Calendar, and you'll see that I have a current meeting that I need to join. So it says January 11th today, Monday's lesson, 8:30 to 9 a.m. So I'm going to click Join. Okay. It gives me some options to blur the background. I don't really care about that at this particular moment. You'll see before you're actually not in the meeting yet, there's a Join Now at the bottom and a drop-down arrow that tells you your audio is off. You can join it at a room. Now, I have the teacher version, so some of that may look a little different than yours. But you do have the option of having your video off, your mic off, and we do suggest that you do have your mic turned off when you first enter a room. That way there's not a lot of noise when everybody is entering. Okay. The video is up to you. Sometimes the teacher may ask you to turn the video on, and there is an option after you join to go ahead and turn that video on. I'll be showing that in a minute. So I'm going to click Join Now. Okay. So this is what it looks like in the meeting. Again, there's no one else in the meeting with me, so this is just what you'll see. A lot of times as students, they will just see their initials. In that, I've added a picture in my Microsoft account so you can see what I look like. So hello, that's what I look like. Down across the bottom, you'll notice that the little camera at the bottom has a line through it, so my video is still turned off. My microphone is muted. And then I have a speaker, and that controls the sound on my phone on how well I can hear the teacher or hear other students speaking. There are also three little dots, and these three little dots in Microsoft usually give you several different options. Again, I'm going to tap on those three dots, and I have the teacher version, so I have some things in this menu that you will not see as a student. So as a teacher, I can start recording. I can put things on hold. I can share my screen. Now, some important things you need to know as a parent or a student is that if you are hearing impaired, then you can turn on live captions. I'm going to turn that on. And anything when you turn on live captions when someone is speaking, so if the teacher is in this call and she's speaking, the words will show up across the bottom of the screen. Now, for me to be heard, I have to turn the microphone on in my team. So I'm going to turn my microphone on by tapping the microphone with the line through it. So it tells me I'm unmuted, and it immediately starts showing the captions. Now, if a teacher is talking, you don't have to unmute for the captions to work. It can continue showing the captions and showing up all the words on the bottom as the teacher is speaking. In order to turn that feature off, you will need to tap on the three dots, and you can say turn off live captions. So you can turn those off. Okay. So I muted myself again. You can hear me on the video because I'm not actually recording through my phone. So I muted myself, and that allows for the teacher to be heard more clearly. Typically, unless a student is being called on or the teacher says, hey, I need everybody to unmute, then the teacher usually will call on one student at a time to unmute and talk or share something. All right, the video down at the bottom, the video camera, you can turn that on, and I'll show my little self. So I'll turn that video on. And here I am. Hi! So now I'm learning. I'm doing everything that the teacher has asked me to do, and I'm learning what I need to do. And then you can turn that off by simply tapping on the little video camera again. There we go. That's turned off. Okay. And it looks like there's a little bit of a lag. There we go. All right. So here is, I'm going to tap on the three dots again. And another feature that might be interesting is the raise my hand. So when you tap on raise your hand, you see it down here at the bottom left, a little yellow hand that popped up. The teacher sees that on her screen next to the student's name, so she knows that there's a question that someone has. Again, you can take your hand down by tapping on your three dots and tap on lower my hand. Okay, so those are the main features on the app on the phone when you're wanting to do a meeting. When you are done with the meeting or the teacher is done, she will ask everyone to leave the meeting or end the meeting. You do that by tapping on the red box that has the telephone. So I'm going to tap on that. And it ends the meeting. You'll see that it's still there. You know, if there's something that, if you accidentally get out of the meeting and you didn't mean to hang up, then you can just make sure you're in that calendar. Again, that's under the more, the three dots at the bottom right, and calendar. And you can go in and join the meeting from there.